200 wardens will be deployed to work in conjunction with law enforcement to ensure compliance with COVID-19 protocols. The announcement came from Prime Minister Alan Shasney at the most recent Command Center briefing, where stiffer measures were rolled out to address the rising spread of COVID-19. Some factions of society have expressed the view that the Royal St. Lucia Police Force is adequately staffed to ensure the new regulations. The president of the Police Welfare Association, Travis Chicot, however, is of a contrary view.
I am not too sure as to how the wardens will be utilized, as to what the functions are. As I've said, there was little to no consultation with the Police Welfare Association. And all fair and well, if it is something that the executive of the police force sees that it is urgent, they would have gone. I have now, when I heard of it, I did speak to both Commissioner Morsheri and Deputy Commissioner Daisy, and they both have explained what it is for, and I have no difficulties.
Despite Chico welcoming the idea of COVID-19 wardens, he says appointment of frontline monitors elicits more questions than answers at this juncture.
If we are employing these people to put them at further risk, that the police, we are already at risk and we are going to put them at further risk, there are certain things that the Welfare Association would need to negotiate with government even before they commence. So we look at a pandemic insurance in terms of any of these people who would have contacted the COVID-19 as a result of their duties. What is in place for them? Whether the government will look at temporarily making these people a part of the police health insurance plan, and whether we now will look at whether they will form part of the personal accident insurance plan that is administered by the Police Welfare Association.
The Police Welfare Association president, tasked with ensuring the well-being of the men and women of the force, did not stop there, calling for the role of the wardens, including the chain of command and rules of engagement, to be clearly defined.
We need to look at transportation, we need to look at uniforms, there are a number of things that must be taken into consideration, variables that we need to look at, and we intend to discuss on it.
PWA President Travis Chicot calls for dialogue. He hopes will ensure a proper framework is developed to safeguard the newly appointed wardens,
so that we can ensure that those people do not just further come into an organization putting themselves at risk. Because we know persons want to serve. It's a time when no work is not readily available, and we must look at every variable as it pertains to the protection of these people as employees of the Royal St. Lucia Police Force.
The deadline for application was Monday, November 16, 2020, and the police department stopped the receipt of submissions on Tuesday, while officials indicated that some wardens will be embedded with police units. It is not clear how much operational autonomy they will have in the field. Solange Alfred, HTS News Force.